Okay, guys. So the objective of today's lesson is students will be able to describe the setting. Okay. What is the meaning of the objective for today? Describe. Describe means to add details to something. If you are describing something, that means you are telling a lot of details about that object. For example, if I am describing a car, I will say the car has 4 wheels. The car is white in color. The car has 4 people in it. What am I saying? A lot of. I'm telling you a lot of. Please mute everyone. I'm hearing a lot of disturbance. So if you are newly joined to the classroom, mute your mic. So if I'm describing something, I'm adding a lot of details about that object. For example, I'm describing a car. I'm saying that the car is white in color. The car has 4 wheels. What am I saying? I'm telling some of the details about the car. Can any one of you come off mute and then describe any other object that you want? Can
a pencil?
Yes.
So a pencil can be sharp.
Yes.
It can be blue in color.
Yes.
And it can be very long.
Yes, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Ria, for sharing those details. So whatever Ria shared, she shared about the details of the pencil. She's saying that the pencil is sharp, pencil is blue in color, somebody is using pencil. So she's telling a lot of details about pencil. That is called describing pencil. So that is the meaning of the word. Yogita, your mic. Yes, the next one is setting. We also need to understand the word setting. Setting means the place or surroundings where an event is taking place. Okay. Setting means a place or a surrounding where an event is taking place. For example, I can say that is classroom is a setting. What happens in the classroom? Is classroom a place? Yes, classroom is a place. What happens inside a classroom? The teacher will teach, the students will learn. So the event of teaching is happening inside the classroom. So classroom is a setting. Can Yogita tell me another example of a setting?
A park.
Yes. Why do you think a park is a setting?
Because in a park, a lot of people will walk, play.
Yes, that is an event. Playing is an event, and that event is happening in the park. So park is a setting. So these are 2 important words that we are going to learn and also try to understand throughout today's lesson. What is the objective? Student will be able to describe the setting. So that is what we are going to do today. We will come back to this table. I will tell you later what is that and why we need that today. If you have newly joined to the class, again, we are discussing today the story called The Great Train Journey by Ruskin Bond. So every day we will read some part of this lesson. So we will understand the lesson and also build up some skills of reading comprehension. So today we will read the first few paragraphs of the lesson. So for the first 2 paragraphs, I will read the paragraphs. I will explain you the meaning. I will also tell you some of the skills that you can use while reading. I will do for the first 2 paragraphs. Then all of us together will read 1 paragraph. Then there will be some homework that you want to do yourself, maybe after the class or maybe tomorrow. This is the homework. So first I will be going through 2 paragraphs. I will explain you the meaning. I will also tell you some of the skills that you need for reading comprehension. Then we will together read 1 paragraph. then you will do one paragraph yourself. Okay, that is how the class will be divided today. So let's start with the first paragraph. Suraj waved to a passing train and kept waving until only the spiraling smoke remained. Okay, there is a person called Suraj. Who is the person? There is a person called Suraj. What is he doing? He is waving to a train. What type of train it is? It is a passing train. That means the train is moving and Suraj is waving his hands to the passing train. Maybe he wants to say bye to the people in the train. That's why he is saying he's waving his hands to the passing train and kept waving. He is waving continuously until only the spiraling smoke remained. So he is waving at the train continuously until only the smoke is remained. That means the train has went away, but the smoke that got emitted from the train is still there. So he is waving continuously till the train went away from the place. So I'm not sure if all of you know or understand the meaning of spiraling. If you know the meaning of spiraling, can somebody come off mute and then tell me what is the meaning of spiraling?
Yes, subject study.
Spiraling means when something is round, like it goes round in a pattern, like how pasta is.
Yes, thank you. Spiraling means something goes in round fashion, in a round way, like this. Can you guys see my drawing on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So
Yes, sir.
spiraling means something going like this. Do you guys see the smoke from the train? The smoke from the train goes this way, right? Towards the up. It goes in a
Yes, sir.
spiraling fashion. So that's what the author is saying. It goes in a spiraling fashion. Where is the smoke coming from? The smoke is coming from the train. And what is happening in the situation? Suraj, there is a person named Suraj, waved. Waved means saying bye with the hand. So Suraj is waving to the passing train continuously until the train leave that place. Suraj is waving his hand until the train left the place. So that is the meaning of the first sentence. He liked waving to the trains. Who is he here? Who are we talking about?
Suraj.
Suraj. The name,
Suraj.
yes, the name of the person. Suraj. Suraj liked waving to the trains. What does he like? He likes waving to the trains. Maybe he wants to say bye to the people inside the trains. So that's why he likes waving to the trains. He wondered about the people in them. What is he wondering about? He wondered about the people in them. Can somebody tell me what is them referring to?
The people.
The peoples.
Okay, them refers to the people. Can we say people in them? That means people in people. Does that make sense? The sentence is saying people in them.
No.
Okay, so them doesn't refer to people, right? Them is referring to something else. From the context of the sentence, what do you think them refers to?
The train.
Yes, them is referring to the trains. Okay, people in trains. So he is wondering, he wondered about the people in trains. Who is he? Suraj. Suraj is wondering about the people in trains. Okay, what is he wondering about? We don't know, we will see. And about where they were going and what it would be like there. What is he wondering about? He is wondering about where they were going. What do you think they refers to here?
The people.
Yes, very good. Here they refers to people. So Suraj is wondering about where these people are going. Where are they? To which place they are going? He doesn't know, right? So he's wondering. He's just thinking to himself, where are all these people going to? And what it would be like there. Okay, so Suraj is thinking all these people are going to some place. I wonder why they are going to that place. I also wonder how that place will look like, what it would look like there. Okay, that is what Suraj is wondering about. And when the train had passed, leaving only the hot and empty track, Suraj was lonely. And when the train had passed, leaving behind only the hot, empty track, Suraj was lonely. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of lonely?
Sir, can I?
Yes, you can.
Sir, lonely means alone. He's alone now. The train is gone.
Yes, very good answer. Lonely means he is alone. He is the only one there, because previously there was train and there were a lot of people. Now the train had left the place. That means there is no one around. So Suraj is lonely. Okay. And when the train had passed, that means the train left the place. The train went away from that place, leaving behind only the hot and empty track. Leaving behind only the hot and empty track. If the train is leaving from the place, the track will still remain in that place, right? The track will still exist there. Why do you think the track is hot? Can anyone take a guess?
Sir,
Yes?
because the train went fastly.
Very good. Because the train went fastly. If the train goes fast, because of the friction, the tracks will get heated. You will learn why the tracks will get heated in a physical science subject, but you don't need to worry about that here. Since the train left the place and it went fastly, the track is hot. Okay, so that is the meaning of the first paragraph. So did you observe, when I am reading the first paragraph, I am trying to think a lot of things. I'm trying to connect the sentences. I'm trying to connect the first sentence, what I learned from the first sentence, and using that information, I'm reading the second sentence. So each sentence you have to read within the context of the paragraph. Using the information that you learned so far in this paragraph, you are reading the new information. Okay, that is how you should read the paragraphs. So to quickly summarize again, I will just go through the first paragraph again very briefly. Suraj waved to a passing train. That means the train is going and Suraj is saying bye-bye, and kept waving until the spiraling smoke remained. Suraj is continuously waving until the train left and only the smoke from the train is remain there. He liked waving to the trains. Suraj likes waving to the trains. Remember, if I read this sentence alone, he likes waving trains, we don't know who is he. But since I read the first sentence and I know I am talking about a person named Suraj, I understand that he refers to Suraj. So that is the connection you have to make between these sentences. If I just go randomly and says he likes waving to the trains, can you guess who I am talking about? You don't know, right?
No.
I tell you the first sentence and then tell you he likes waving to the trains, you will know that he refers to Suraj. So that's how you should try to understand the information from the first line and then read the second line and try to establish a connection between these two sentences. Okay, that is a good skill. Whenever you also trying to read paragraphs or some sentences, you should also try to understand the previous sentences and try to make a connection between the sentences. So the next one, he wondered about the people in them. So Suraj is wondering about the people in them. What is he wondering about? He is thinking about where are all these people going to which place they are going, what does that place looks like. That is what he is wondering about. And when the train had passed, when the train left the place, leaving behind only the hot, empty track, Suraj was lonely. If everyone leaves you, you will be alone, right? So that is the same thing happening here. Because the train had left and all the people in the train had left as well, Suraj was again lonely. So that is the meaning of the first paragraph. Now let's try to read the second paragraph. I will also go through this paragraph again. He was little lonely now. Is this new information? Do we already know this information? Srinivas, do you think this is new information or we already know this information?
We already know.
Yes. From the previous paragraph, we already know that Suraj is lonely. So this is not saying anything new. It is just repeating the information that we already know. His hands in his pockets, he wandered along the railway track. His hands are in his pockets. So Suraj's hands are in his pockets. He puts his hands in his pockets. He wandered along the railway track. Can anyone tell me what is the meaning of wandered? He wandered along the railway track. If you don't know the meaning, try to guess the meaning using the information along the railway track. What do you think is the meaning of the wandered? Gokul?
Sir,
Yes, Gokul.
sir, wandered means following the tracks of rail, no?
Yes, very good answer. Wandered means going or walking along. So he refers to Suraj. So Suraj is walking along the railway track, kicking at the loose pebbles and sending them down the bank. While he is walking, he's also doing something. What is he doing? He is kicking
He's kicking.
pebbles. What do you think is the meaning of pebbles? Again, you can use the information that is in the sentence. He is,
Sir, stones.
yes, pebbles, stone. Along the railway track, there will be a lot of stones, yes or no?
Yes,
There
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
will be a lot of stones. So when Suraj is walking along the railway track, he's also kicking at the loose pebbles. Pebbles means stones, and sending them down the bank. So what is happening to these pebbles? When Suraj is kicking the stones, they are going away from the railway track. Okay, that is the meaning of the sentence. Soon there were other tracks, a railway siding, a stationary goods train. Soon there were other tracks. So remember, he is walking along the railway track, right? After walking some distance, he is seeing some other railway tracks. He is seeing many railway tracks now. Before he was seeing only one, now he is seeing many railway tracks. A railway siding. Railway siding means a different track where the train can go and stop. Okay, that is called a railway siding. A stationary goods train. We all know what is a goods train, but what do you think is the meaning of the word stationary? Can you try to guess the meaning from the sentence? Yes, Karthik?
I think railway station, sir.
That's a good guess, but I think it means something different. Stationary goods train. Stationary refers to something else. So anyone else has any other guess? Gokul?
Sir, where the train is coming and going nowhere. In the train, it want to be fuel to go there outside. No, sir, they want a fuel or petrol to go. No,
Yes.
in the place there will be giving fuel to train, and which part is breaking, they will be attaching new parts, sir.
Okay. So you are saying they are doing a lot of repair to the train?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a good guess. Anyone else has a different guess? Gokul almost got the answer, but it is something slightly different. So anyone else has a different answer?
Trains will park there.
Very good answer, Srinivas. The trains will park there. That means the trains will stop there. It is a resting place for the goods trains. So that is the meaning of the word stationary. Stationary means not moving. It is at a stop. It is at a halt. Okay. People almost came to the answer, because when you are doing repairs, it has to stop, right? So that is in a way correct answer, but The exact meaning of stationary means it is at a halt. It is not moving. It is stop. That is the meaning of the word stationary. So, Srinivas, I'm interested in knowing how did you come up with the meaning of the word stationary as parking? How did you guess that?
About taking take rest.
How did you guess that?
Because every answer is not correct, so I thought that.
Okay. Okay. So you again took a guess of it. Okay, that's a good skill. So again, if you are reading any paragraphs, if you don't know the meaning of some word, before going to the dictionary, try to guess the meaning of the word from the sentence. Okay, that will help you understand the meaning of the words. Okay. So I will just quickly I'll just quickly go through the meaning of the second paragraph again. He was a little lonely now. Suraj is feeling little lonely because the train had already left. His hands are in his pockets. Suraj is keeping his hands in his pockets. He wandered along the railway track. He is walking along the railway track, kicking at loose pebbles. While walking along the railway track, he's kicking the stones that were on the railway track and sending them down the bank. When you kick the stones, they will go away from the track, right? So the same thing is happening here. Soon there were other tracks. While he kept on walking, he saw some other tracks, a railway siding, a place where the trains can stop, and a stationary goods train. A stationary goods train. Goods trains mean a luggage carrier. A train that carries only luggage, not people. That is a goods train. A stationary goods train. That means the train is not moving. The train is at a stop. Okay, that is how you should read a paragraphs. That is the best way of doing it, and also try to guess the meaning of the words from the sentence. Now, why did we do all of this?
What, sir?
Why did we read the paragraph? What is the objective of this lesson? Why did we read the paragraphs?
Because now we are going to read sentence paragraphs.
Say again, Srinivas. Now we are going to
Read a paragraph.
now. What is the objective of today's lesson? Did anyone remember?
To describe a setting.
Describe. Okay. So now you know this part of the story. Can anyone tell me a setting in the story that we read so far? Anyone tell me a setting?
Train. Railway station.
Railway station. Yes, very good. We can take that as a setting. So describing is nothing but we will add details to the setting, right? So we have to tell some more details about the setting. How can we add details? These are some of the clues that you can hear, or some of the hints that you can answer, which will help you understand the details of this setting. For example, we are talking about railway station. What do I see in the railway station? Anyone can unmute.
Railway
Sir.
tracks.
Train and people.
Railway tracks.
Okay, first one is railway.
Sir, train.
Yes, very good. We also see a train. Anyone else?
Peoples.
Okay, 3 examples are enough. The next question we can think of is, what do I hear in the railway station? What kind of sound do I hear in the railway station? Anyone? Hello.
Noisy trains.
Hello. Hello.
Announcements.
Yogita, Zubeda, can you think of an example? What do you hear in a railway station? What kind of sound do you hear?
Sir, can I answer?
I will come back to you, Yogita. I want to give everyone a chance. So if they cannot come up with an example, I will ask you. Okay. Okay. Chandu, can you tell me what are some of the noises, what are some of the sounds that you can hear in a railway station? You can unmute your mic and then speak. Whether if you have an answer, you can tell us.
Sir, I have an answer.
Yes, tell me.
I go to the railway station and listen that voice train. Coo. Like
Very good. Train. The horn of the train. Okay, very good example.
Sir, can I say, sir?
Yes, Karthik.
Sir, in a railway station, announcements also, sir.
Announcement. Yes, very good observation. Announcement. Okay, 3 examples are fine. What do I smell in the railway station? What do you smell in the railway station? So, think
The train.
go to railway.
Sir, petrol. Engine smell.
No, sir, smoke.
Smoke. Chandu, do you have an answer? What do you smell in a railway station? You can.
sir,
Yes, Zubeda.
dirty smell I smell.
Okay, maybe there is some dirty smell. Okay. What else?
You can smell food in the food stalls nearby.
Very good observation. The food smell, because there will be a lot of shops. Yes. So yeah, we got enough examples. Now, did you observe how I filled up this table? I chose a setting. Now I filled all the details about this setting. Yes, I chose a setting. I added a lot of details about this setting. Now, if I convert all of these tiny details into a sentence, that is nothing but describing a railway station. For example, if I say, I see railway tracks in the railway station, I see train in the railway station, I see people in the railway station. I hear noisy trains in the railway station, I hear train horn in the railway station, I hear announcements in the railway station. Again, I can say, can anyone help me with this? How can you convert these into sentences? The third column. Remember how I did for the first two? Yes, Srinivas?
Sir,
I smell fuel smell.
Yes, I felt fuel smell in the railway station. Okay, Yogita, you can tell me the next.
sir, I smell smoke.
Where are you smelling smoke?
Smoke in the railway station.
You have to finish the sentence. I smell smoke in the railway station. Gokul, can you give me the other example? In a sentence. You have to unmute your mic and then speak.
In railway station, there is a food smell.
Yes. In railway station, there is the smell of food. Okay, if you convert all of these details into a paragraph, what do you get? What do you call that paragraph?
Describing.
Describing. What are you describing?
Describing the railway station.
Very good. It is called describing the railway station. Remember, that is the main objective of our lesson, describing a setting. The setting is nothing but the railway station in this story. That is the objective of today's lesson. Now you have all seen how I describe the railway station, right? The next thing is, I want all of you to practice how to describe a railway station. So in the previous lesson, you have observed how I read the paragraphs, how I guessed the meaning of the words that I don't know, how I made connections between the sentences. Now, since you saw me how to do that, I want you to practice how to do it yourself. Okay, so this is the group practice time. So who wants to read the first sentence? You can unmute.
I want to read.
Okay, Srinivas, read the first sentence.
Suraj walked the length of the wood trail.
Suraj walked the length of the goods train. What do you think is the meaning of this sentence, Srinivas?
Suraj walked some distance to the goods train.
Very good. Suraj walked along the goods train. Suraj walked right next to the goods train so he can see all of the goods train. Did everyone agree with that, or anyone else has a different meaning?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Sounds good. So everyone understood the meaning of the first sentence. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Can you read the second sentence? Starting here. You can unmute your mic and then start speaking.
Sir, I can tell that.
Yes, Zubeda, please go on.
The charger
No.
windows.
Wait. What do you think is this word? Read every letter and then try to guess the pronunciation. What is the first letter? What is the first letter? Okay, it is carriage. The carriage. Carriage means the boxes that carriage. Yes, the carriage. Okay, continue.
The carriage doors were closed and there were no windows.
Yes, very good. The carriage doors were closed and there were no windows. Can anyone tell me what does carriage refers to? What do you think carriage is in this sentence?
Means in carriage we can take stones, means luggage.
Okay, in a carriage you can take a luggage, but what do you think carriage is in this paragraph?
Is a box.
Is a box.
Sir.
That box. Yes, Gokul?
No, sir.
Okay. What does carriage refers to? What are we talking about in the previous sentence? Why are we talking about the boxes?
Because goods train. There is goods train.
So the carriage refers to the goods train. How is the goods train? Does it has doors?
No, sir.
Read the sentence. The carriage doors were
Yes,
closed.
sir.
Yes, sir. It has door.
Yes, sir. It is as closed.
It is written over there.
Yes, that carriage has doors, but they were closed. Do you think the carriage has windows?
No.
No, sir.
Because they were explicitly saying there are no windows. Why do you think, can anyone tell me why do you think there are no windows?
Because it's a goods train.
It's a goods train, yes. So tell me why you think there should be no windows for the goods train?
Sir, what is goods trains?
Remember, Yogita, in
Which,
the graph, can anyone?
which carries a goods like something else.
Yes.
Luggages.
Yes, Srinivas?
What?
It takes stones and something else.
Yeah, goods train is used for carrying luggage, not people.
Now I know that.
So now can you tell me why there were no windows for this goods train?
Sir, because it will take luggage, no. So it has only doors. Because there are no people.
Yes, very good answer. There are no people, right? If there are no people, you don't need windows. This is just carrying the luggage, so that's why there are only doors, but also the doors are closed. If the doors are open, maybe the luggage will fall down. So that's why the doors are also closed. Okay, very good. He couldn't see inside. Who is he here? Who is he?
Suraj.
Suraj.
Suraj couldn't see inside. Can anyone tell me why?
Because there
Because there are
is no windows.
no windows.
Because there are no windows. And there is another reason, one more reason.
Because the doors are closed.
Doors are closed.
Very good. the doors are closed and there are no windows. That's why Suraj was not able to see anything inside. Okay. Gokul, can you read the next sentence? Starting here. Unmute your mic and then speak.
Sir,
Can you read this sentence starting from here? Read the sentence.
sir, he looked around to see if he was
He was observed. OBSERVED. He was observed. Okay.
observed and then
Come closer to the phone.
then
Yes. What do you think is the pronunciation of this word?
city
Satisfied. Satisfied.
then he was along became trying the doors.
Full stop. That is the sentence. He looked around to see if he was observed and then satisfied that he was alone, began trying the doors. So this is a long sentence. So we will try to read the sentence, making it into different parts. So first we will try to read the sentence. He looked around to see if he was observed. Can anyone understand? Tell me the meaning of the sentence still here. He looked around. Yes, Ria.
So he was seeing if anyone was looking at him.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. From the next time, can you be in a different room so I don't hear the noise around? Thank you. Okay. He looked around to see if he was observed. That means he is looking around to see if any other people are observing him. What do you think is the meaning of the observe? Anyone?
Observing.
Yes. What is the meaning of observing? Yes, go. Yes.
Sir, observing meaning like seeing other people are see if any place, no sir, seeing other place
Yeah.
where they are having people.
Yes, very good. He is
Yes, sir. If
observing.
sir, anyone seeing me.
Yes, observing means seeing. So here Suraj is looking around to see if any other people are watching him, if any other people are seeing him. Why is he doing that? We don't know. We will read in the next part. And then satisfied that he was alone. What do you think is the meaning of this part? Suraj is satisfied that he was alone. Yes, Gokul?
Sir, he find out that he is alone in the place.
Yes. How did he find that he is alone in the place?
Sir, because
Because
he
there is no people.
observed.
Yes, Gokul?
Sir, he observed the place around here.
Yes, very good. That we read in the previous part of the sentence. He looked around to see if he was observed. He is looking around to see if any other people are watching him. Then he satisfied that he was alone. Because he looked around, he made sure that no other people are watching him. Now he thinks he is alone. Nobody is seeing him. Then what did he do? Began trying the doors. What do you think is the meaning of this part, Yogita?
Sir, I think he tried to open the door.
Very good answer. He looked around. He made sure that no one is watching him. Then he began trying the doors. That means he began trying opening the doors. Okay. So Suraj looked around, made sure there are no other people watching him. Then he tried to open the doors. Karthik, can you read the next sentence starting here?
Yes, sir. He was almost at the end of the train when a carriage door gave way to his Thirst.
Yes. Again, this is the last sentence. So we can break it down into small parts and then try to read the meaning. He was almost at the end of the train. Okay, what does that mean? He was almost at the end of the train. Srinivas?
Hello,
Yes, Yogita?
sir. I can't able to hear. It is breaking.
Okay, I was asking what is the meaning of was almost at the end of the train.
Yeah, he walked to the end of train.
Yes, very good. Remember, he is walking right next to the train. Now he is almost at the end of the train when a carriage door gave way to his thrust. When a carriage door gave way to his thrust. This is a slightly difficult word, but if you try to read this word in the context of the sentence, trying to guess the meaning of that word is really easy. So try to read this sentence. When a carriage door gave way to his thrust. Can Srinivas tell me what is the meaning of the word thrust?
Sir, can you repeat that? I can't hear you.
Okay.
Voice.
What do you think is the meaning of the word thrust? Using the information that you read so far in the sentence, a carriage door gave way to his thrust. Now, what do you think is the meaning of the word thrust?
Hello, sir.
Yes, Gokul.
To his way.
Gokul, tell me.
Sir, I can give an example, no, sir.
Yes, give me an example.
Sir, when I ask other people,
Come closer to
sir,
the.
when I ask, sir,
Yes, tell me.
sir, when I ask other people to give the book of Kannada subject, no, they
Okay.
are trusting me to give back where the finished homework, no.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
why they trust me to give back the book, no.
Okay, Gokul. The word you are talking about is trust. Trust. The word we are talking about here is thrust. Trust. Okay. Trust. So that is a different word that you are speaking. You are dealing with a different word here. It is a difficult word, but if you try to guess the meaning of the word using the information that we read so far in the sentence, it will be very easy. If does anyone else wants to take a guess at what the meaning of the word is? Yogita?
So okay, door opened.
Okay, wait, Srinivas, I will give you a chance. Yogita, do you want to try?
Sir, I think he had heard something.
Some sound. Okay, that's what Yogita thinks. Why do you think that is the correct
No,
guess?
sir. I'm telling that he got hurt
Oh,
somewhere.
okay. He got injured. Okay, why do you think he got injured?
When because it tells when a carriage door gave way to his trust.
Okay, the carriage door hurt him, made him injured. That's a good guess. That's a very logical guess. But I think thrust slightly means a different thing. Srinivas, do you want to take a different guess?
Yeah, a carriage door was opened.
Open. Why did it open? Why did it
To
open?
his way.
Tell again. Carriage door.
His trust his place.
Did the carriage door open by itself?
No, sir.
No,
No.
because he almost began trying the doors.
Trying the doors. And then what happened? The carriage door opened because thrust.
One carriage door was opened.
The carriage door got opened because of his thrust. How, what do you think is the meaning of thrust?
Sir,
Yes, Ria.
can I guess?
Yes, please.
I think it was to his wish.
That's a good guess, but it's not wish. If you want to try open a door, what will you do?
We
Remember,
will
Sir,
this Gokul?
sir, he's trying to take a stone and hit it to the lock and open the door.
Okay, that's a really close guess, but he's not taking. Did you see anywhere that he's taking stone?
No, sir.
Sir is trying to pull the gate,
Yes,
the
that is.
door.
He's trying to open the door with force. He's trying hard. He is trying with force. So thrust means force. Okay. The carriage door was very tight. So he is pulling the carriage door with a lot of power, with a lot of energy. So thrust means force. Now read this sentence and tell me, does this make sense? When a carriage door gave way to his thrust, the carriage door opened because of Suraj's force. Do you see how it makes the meaning?
yes, sir.
So thrust means
Yes, sir.
Force.
force. Whenever something is not easy, whenever I ask you to open a door, if the door is very heavy, you have to use a lot of force, right? In the same way,
Sir.
the carriage
Use
is
our
not easy to open, so he is pulling it with a lot of force. So thrust means force. Okay. Okay, now everyone read the paragraph. Now, what is the next process? What should we do next?
So we have
Describe
to
it.
we have to describe.
Gita, what is the process?
Setting and describe.
Setting
We have
one.
to describe. We have to describe the event.
Are we describing event or setting?
Setting.
We are describing setting. Okay. So now, from this part of the paragraph, can Karthik tell me what is a place, what is a setting that we can describe? From the second paragraph. What is a setting in the second paragraph? Can Zubeda tell me a setting in the second paragraph? Setting is nothing but a place where some event is happening.
Sir, I can.
Yes, Gokul.
Sir, in the train, sir.
In the
Where garage, sir.
Sir,
Sir,
in the
can I?
stationery, in the stationery.
So we will select the carriage. Gokul is saying the carriage, right? Carriage is a setting because what event is happening in the carriage? Remember, Suraj is doing something near the carriage. So that is the event happening. Where is it happening? In the carriage. So that is the setting. The next one, we should fill this table, right? The next column is, what do I see in the carriage? Can Ria tell me, what do you see from the paragraph? What do you see in the carriage? You can also use your own imagination, not a problem. What do you see inside a carriage?
You see probably food.
Say again.
You could see food.
Food. Okay. Maybe the
And carriages, sir.
Good. Srinivas, you have a different example?
Yes, sir. Carriages.
Carriage.
This is a train, trains.
Okay, maybe there are multiple
Sir,
carriages.
luggage.
Okay, very good guess. We can see luggage. Zubeda, do you think you have an example?
Sir,
What is carriage? What do you see inside a goods train?
sir, I can.
Stones.
Wait, guys, I'm asking Zubeda. I will ask questions. Okay, Karthik.
Sir, in goods, some stones.
Maybe some stones. Yes, good guess. Gokul.
Sir, Sir, there will be some items where food items, no, sir, like onion and corn, sir.
Okay, we will say food items. Yes, Zubeda. Okay, we'll go to the next example. Maybe Zubeda can answer here. What do I hear inside a carriage or in the carriage? What do I hear? Can Yogita tell me an example? What do I hear? Srinivas?
I think the noise of people's.
Do you think there are people inside the carriage?
No.
You can use your imagination. You don't need to tell an example from the paragraph, but you can just use your imagination. What kind of sounds do you listen?
Sir?
Gokul?
Sir, where trains go, no, sir?
Yes.
That time in the train garage, no?
Yes.
In the garage, what thing it is having, no? It will be shake, no?
Okay. Yeah.
That noise will be coming, sir.
Okay. Maybe the luggage is shaking a little by the sound of the luggage. Okay, good guess. Anyone else? Karthik?
Sound of the train.
Sir, when trains are moving, the tracks will make sounds.
Okay, sound of.
So.
Okay, I provide one clarification.
Sir,
Wait, guys. I just want to provide one clarification. If you are thinking about the train is moving, is this train moving?
No.
no.
No, sir.
But other trains will come there, right?
Some other train is moving. The sound we are hearing. Do you have an example?
Sir, can I answer?
Come back to you. I will take an example first and then I will ask you. Srinivas, you have an example?
Yeah, sir. Because there is no one train. There is a lot of trains, so one train is moving. So that's why there's a sound of trains.
Okay, we already got that example. Do you have a different one?
No.
Okay, Yogi.
Sir? Sir?
Yogita, you have an example?
Sir, so Suraj, he's pulling the door no with force.
Yes.
That sound, I think.
Very good. So that is again the information that you gained from the paragraphs. That is a very good example. Remember, Suraj is trying hard to open the door. Maybe the sound of the door. The sound of the door. Okay. Gokul, you have a different example?
No, sir.
Okay. Can we can move to the next one. What do I smell inside this carriage? You can use information from.
Sir, can I?
Yes, we.
Sir,
Veda, yes, tell me.
food smell, sir. I smell food.
Okay, food smell. Maybe the train is carrying. There is food smell. What else?
So fuel smell.
Luggage.
What kind of smell do you think luggage? Do you smell luggage? Remember, we are talking about. Okay. Gokul, you have an example?
Sir, in garage, no.
Yes.
Sir, in garage where the food items will be there, no, sir.
Yes.
That smell also can come.
Yes, very good. But we already covered that example. Zubeda already said that example.
So fuel smell.
Srinivas, yes. The smell of
Fuel smell because if there is no fuel in the train, so the travelers will be fill the fuel.
Sir, the smell of soil.
smell of soil. Why do you think you smell soil in the train, Yogita?
In the
Because
train,
in
not outside, I think. Because the outside the train, there will be soil,
Okay, so right now
sand.
the train is at a halt. You are smelling the outside things. Okay, that's a good guess. Karthik, you have a different example?
no, sir.
Okay, sounds good. I think these are enough examples, right? Now, can we convert these words or examples into sentences? Then we can have a description of the setting. First, I will do. I see food inside the carriage. I see carriages and luggage inside the carriage. I see stones inside the carriage. I see food items inside the carriage. Can Yogita tell me the second one? What do you hear? Convert these into sentences and then tell me.
Sir, can I, sir?
Yes, Karthik.
I hear sound of the luggages.
Complete the sentence. There is something else. Complete the sentence. I hear sound of the luggage. Where are you hearing? At which place?
In the goods.
In the carriage. So that is the complete sentence. I hear sound of the luggage inside the carriage. Okay, next one. Yogita, you have to unmute your mic.
Hello.
Yes. Tell me the
Yes, sir. I can hear the sound of tracks in the carriage.
Gokul, do you want to do the next one? This example.
Sir, which one we are doing?
Second column, the one in blue color.
Sir, the sound of the door.
Tell me in a sentence. Is that a sentence?
Sir, where Suraj pulls the door,
Okay.
the door makes sounds.
Okay. But we are
That's
here.
it, sir.
Okay. Gokul, think we are describing the carriage, right? We are not describing Suraj or anyone. We are describing the carriage and we are telling what do you hear inside the carriage. So the sentence can be, I hear the sound of the door inside the carriage. Okay, you can tell that as an example. Ria, can you tell me this example? Smell part, the one in the blue color. Can you make that a sentence and then tell us?
Yes. I can smell food smells in the carriage.
Yes, I can smell food inside the carriage. Similarly, I can smell fuel inside the carriage. I can smell soil near the carriage. Okay. So remember guys, if you write all of these sentences into one paragraph, what do we get? What can we call that paragraph? What name can we give to that paragraph?
Settings.
Description.
Description. Very good, Karthik. We can call that description of a setting. The setting is carriage. So did everyone understand how to describe something? How to describe a setting?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just quickly revise what did we learn and what did we discuss in today's lesson. First of all, we are trying to remember all of these paragraphs are taken from a book. We are trying to read a book called The Great Train Journey. Okay, so every day we will read some parts of the paragraphs and then we will try to do the same thing. So today's objective is student will be able to describe the setting. Setting means a place where an event is happening. Okay, that is a setting. For example, a classroom. Inside the classroom, what event is happening inside the classroom? The teacher teaching, that is an event. Students are learning, that is an event. Okay. Description. What is the meaning of describe? We are adding details. That is called describe. Whenever you are adding details, whenever you are telling details about an object, that is called describing an object. Okay. After that, I went through the first two paragraphs. We tried to understand each and every sentence. We tried to make connections between the sentence, and then we filled this table. Then we converted this table into sentences. If we can write those sentences into a paragraph, that will be the description. Okay. So first I did it, then all of us together did the second one, the group practice. Okay. So now, did everyone understand how to describe a setting, or do you guys have any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Everyone understood how to describe a setting?
Yes, sir.
You have,
Sir,
yes,
I have a question, sir.
yes, ask me.
What's the meaning of SWBAT?
Yes, very good. Remember, we have SWBAT. Yogita, do you want to tell us what is SWBAT?
Students will be able to describe the setting.
Because I don't want to write all of these. The first words. SWBAT means able to describe the setting. That means by the end of this lesson, all of the students will be able to describe the setting. Now you guys tell me, are we all able to describe a setting? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Did the objective of the lesson?
Sir.
Sir.
Did we met the objective of the lesson?
Yes, sir.
Student.
Yes. So that is what we will try to do in every lesson. We will try to achieve something before beginning the lesson. After the end of the lesson, we will check whether we have achieved those objectives. So today's objective, we have met this objective. Now all of us are able to describe a setting. We did not get to the independent practice, but I will give you homework for this. I will send you a couple of paragraphs, this paragraph and one more paragraph. Then you can pick one of the setting and describe that setting. That is the homework for you before the next class.